Hey guys, hi, welcome back once again. My name is Vaishali, and today I'd like to talk about how language shapes our perceptions, how language is a thought that influences and impacts our own thoughts, how the words or the thoughts that we normally or generally use gets infiltrated in us and become our own thoughts. They become our own ways of thinking. And without reflection or discernment towards it, we don't even realize whether are we wearing the clothing that we like or the thoughts that we like, or is it somebody else's. And as a result of being interactive, we are constantly transferring some information, some energy, some thoughts, some feeling, and in return, it is being transferred to us as well, and it is influencing and impacting and even filtering and infiltrating us on some levels. Now, just to understand that, I happen to look into the meaning or in for the meaning of the word mind. It is one word that we all have been using for the longest time possible, more so today than ever before, or at least in some context than ever before. And the word mind or mindfulness on some levels as we use it today gets associated with brain. And that probably is just one perspective of it. In fact, mind is something that is constantly interacting with the brain, which is a very tangible object, which is something that we can touch, which is something that we can see, which is something that we can even feel, physically feel it. However, mind is not something that is so tangible. Mind is not a physical object. Mind is not something that we can touch. But yes, we can influence and impact it. And then there is another perception or another take for the word or the thought mind itself. Mind in the Eastern philosophies or mind in the Asian part of the world originally is associated with man. Now, man from the Eastern philosophies or the Eastern understanding of the mind is through the heart, is from the heart. The origin of the word is associated with heart. And therefore, probably when we say mindfulness from the Eastern concept or the Eastern philosophical understanding of it, it becomes a wholehearted living, an open-hearted living. And so probably the best understanding of the mind can then be have an open-brained perspective, have a whole-brained perspective, as well as having an open heart and a whole heart perspective of things. Integrating or aligning both of these perspectives, wherein one gets associated with the brain while the other gets associated with the heart, to understanding that it is the integration of both of these perspectives that make the whole, can actually help us live a more wholehearted, a more wholesome life. And that is not to say that having an open brain to gather different perspectives to be able to assimilate them, and that to having an open heart doesn't mean that we do not use discernments. Even in order to live and experience life through an open mind, which is through integration of the open brain and the open heart, or the whole brain and the whole heart, we still need to be able to establish our negotiable and our non-negotiable boundaries. Again, being very mindful that they are not absolutes, that they are relative, and that they need to be revised time and time and time again. Let's try and become aware of the words and the thoughts that we use. Let's try and become aware of our own biases. Let's try and become how these words and these thoughts infiltrate us, and are they our own or somebody else's that we have embossed on ourselves. Let's try and get aware of that, and I will see you once again the next week. Till then, stay tuned in. And guys, if you do like the contents of my videos, please do like, share and subscribe.